Huffman's tripped. I think it's a high foot there. No play on the ball. I mean, in my opinion, it's a clear blue card, 2-minute penalty.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Under Review. My name is Phil Lavanco. That is the head of officials for the Major Arena Soccer League. This is the most controversial show in the MASL. We take refereeing decisions, give them over to Ryan, and Ryan tells us if the referees got them right or got them wrong. Ryan, we're heading towards the end of the year. We only have a few more episodes left. Are you going to miss me when the show is over?
Oh, 100%.
We're off to Monterrey to start the show. Derek Huffman is in on goal from Milwaukee. Berna Valdovinos maybe kicks him. Huffman definitely thinks so. He goes down. Berna's waving his finger like, no way. Ryan, let's talk about this one.
Well, yeah, Huffman's tripped. I think it's a high foot there. No play on the ball. I mean, in my opinion, it's a clear blue card, 2-minute penalty. The contact is outside of the penalty area, so this is not a penalty kick. But the question becomes, should this have been a shootout? And I think so, Phil. I mean, it happens really fast, so if you only see it once in real time, I mean, there are two defenders in proximity, but if you freeze this at the point of contact where, Berna trips him, this is the last defender, so the blue card is correct, but this should have been a shootout.
One more from this game. Milwaukee thinks there's an error on the kick-in, which directly leads to the 7th goal from the Flash. Ryan, you looked at this one in review. Upon reflection, what do you think?
Well, I mean, I don't know. Does it go off of Monterrey last? I think yes, but does the video really show you this 100%? I mean, to take away a goal at that point, I think it's got to be like more than 100% clear. But I think the bigger issue here, this should have never been reviewed. Restart direction and ball placement is not a reviewable scenario, so should have never gone to VR.
Couple of handball calls on this episode. First one is in Harrisburg. Blast and Heat. Ryan, clear-cut handball on Tony Donatelli.
Tony's left arm stops the shot on goal, and more than likely, it looks like this would have been a goal. So obviously, with indoor, this is not a red card, but it is a penalty kick since it stops the shot. And this is a perfect example of why we have referee-initiated video review in the last 5 minutes of the fourth quarter, so that if a call is missed, and if a team has already used their challenge flag, which Harrisburg had, then the referees do have a mechanism to sort of save the day, review this play that has a possible direct impact on the outcome of the game, as this one did. It was 5-4 with 14 seconds left. So good job on this one. Handball, penalty kick.
Ryan, we had a clear-cut penalty in Harrisburg, but this handball play in Utica, Ryan, I was sitting behind Andrew Coughlin's goal on this play. He was adamant this was not a handball, and in my opinion, I agree with him. Watched the play the whole time and did not think this hit his hand.
You agree with him, Phil. Not great angles probably, but I think it gets his left hand, stops the shot. I don't know. For me, this is handball. I think it's clear enough. That's my opinion.
Three of a kind here in Dallas. First play, a possible blue card in the second quarter. There's a tussle between Uzi Tayu and Powell of the sidekicks. Ryan, do you think a blue card should have been given here?
I mean, Anthony's getting held, pulled, can't really get a good shot off by Uzi. I mean, if it's not at least a simple foul there, Phil, I have a blue card here, though. Takes away a goal-scoring opportunity.
Debate on that last one, but no debate on this incident with Jamie Lovegrove. In my opinion, I think this is a clear red card. This is a reckless challenge.
Well, no, this is more than reckless, Phil. This is serious foul play. So clear red card, really dangerous in safety of Ortiz there. Takes him out very high. Should have been a red card.
David Ortiz involved again in a brouhaha near the yellow line here. Ryan, this one is interesting to me because in my opinion, while Ortiz is on the ground and instigates a little bit of the contact, number 80 here goes way above sort of getting into the mix, and I'm surprised that he was not carded for his involvement in the confrontation.
Yeah, Phil, I think you have a valid point. I mean, I think the key here is that nothing that I see is severe or deemed enough for a power play. So if the referees are going to issue penalties, they need to be even in this particular scenario. So I think they do a good job from that perspective. As you mentioned, I think Ortiz does kind of instigate it and start it, and then we have retaliation by O'Keefe.
Last play for this episode, the intense matchup between the Sockers and the Kansas City Comets. San Diego throws the challenge flag, wants too many men on the field on Kansas City. Ryan, this is a difficult one.
Well, it is tough because they do change pretty fast here, and I think the question is an advantage gained? This is an interpretation. What we need to look at on this one is, does Nacho gain an advantage and interfere with play before Berto, who's his line mate, changes off? And I say no here. I mean, Berto's within the line, and Nacho does not play the ball and gain any advantage before he's off the field.
That's it for today's episode. Ryan, you mentioned in one of the plays referees coming and saving the day?
Yeah, that's what I said, Phil. It's possible.
I never thought of referees being superheroes.